African soldiers had seen the world. They had fought alongside Europeans and seen that Europeans were not invincible. They had been exposed to ideas, democracy, self-determination, independence, and they began to organize. In the 1940s and 1950s, independence movements spread across Africa. Leaders like Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana, Jomo Kenyatta in Kenya, Patrice Lumumba in the Congo, and Julius Nyerere in Tanzania began demanding freedom. In 1957, Ghana became the first sub-Saharan African nation to gain independence. Others followed. By the 1960s, dozens of African nations had achieved independence, but independence came with a catch. African nations gained their flags, their anthems, and their seats at the United Nations. But the structures of colonialism remained. The borders drawn in Berlin stayed in place. The artificial divisions, the rival ethnic groups forced into the same nation, none of that changed. European and American corporations continued to control Africa's resources. The mines, the oil fields, the plantations, many remained in foreign hands or were managed by African elites loyal to Western interests. And when African leaders tried to assert true independence, when they tried to nationalize resources, redistribute land, or align with the Soviet Union, they were overthrown. The CIA, British intelligence, and French military forces intervened to install leaders who would cooperate. Patrice Lumumba, the first prime minister of the independent Congo, was assassinated in 1961 with the support of Belgium and the United States. Thomas Sankara, the revolutionary leader of Burkina Faso, was killed in 1987. These are just two examples among many. This system is called Neo-Colonialism. Colonialism without the colonies, and it continues today. The legacy of the Berlin Conference is still visible today. The Rwandan genocide of 1994, in which nearly 800,000 people were killed, has roots in colonial divisions. The Belgian colonizers favored the Tutsi minority over the Hutu majority, creating resentment that exploded into violence decades later. The ongoing conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo, one of the deadliest conflicts since World War II, is fueled by a competition over resources and instability created by artificial borders. The civil wars in Sudan and South Sudan, the instability in Somalia, the ethnic tensions in Nigeria,